friends, it's Laura. Welcome back. I know I just talked to you yesterday, but I want to show you the progress I've made. I know I told you that I was going to continue on after we left off yesterday, and boy, did I do that. So I think we left off at like the 18th maybe, or somewhere abouts there. I finished October. I just kept going. I got so much done. And now I'm into November. So a little round of applause for me because I just stuck to it, and I'm now feeling very confident that we can get this done by the end of the year. So as long as I keep doing bits off camera. So because I still need to, even after I finish this part of the blanket, this is only half of the blanket, I need to sew, I need to crochet together both sides, January to June and July to December. And give it a border. I still haven't decided if I want it to be a scallop border or just a plain border. Still haven't decided. But anyway, I thought we'd work on this a little bit more today. Just a few rows. Get a little bit more done. So we're on November 3rd, which is 80 degrees, which is hot orchid. So let me reach over here, get my drink out of the way, get the mouse out of the way. Not a lot of space up here. And please excuse my sniffling. Having an issue with, I don't know if you noticed it yesterday. I keep blowing my nose, and I keep trying to do that like before I did that yesterday. I did it before I made the video. But ever since I had the oral surgery, my left nostril is just dripping all the time. Wait, did I forget to do something? No, I had it right. Okay. So I go back to the oral surgeon tomorrow to kind of just get that'll be a 1 week follow-up. And I can kind of voice some of my concerns. Like my nose dripping all the time, and my sinuses on one side are pretty hard feeling. I have this maybe irrational concern that I know there's always risks when you get numbing stuff at the dentist, and I'm a little worried that maybe something went wrong. My face has just finally just about gone back to normal, like shape-wise. It no longer looks like I've had a stroke. my mouth isn't drooping on one side anymore. As of yesterday, it still kind of was. So yeah, I'll go do that tomorrow. And I'm still on antibiotics for another day and a half. So like I think tomorrow might be my last day. Still concerned that I can't feel the post for the implant. I thought that was part of the deal. Now I'm worried I'm gonna have to go back and get something else done. So I'm just a bundle of worries at this point, which is kind of my normal state, to be fair. But sometimes it's worse than others. And any of you who have anxiety will totally understand that. You know, your general baseline is kind of anxious, but you know, when there's extra anxieties, you're just kind of a bundle of nerves. So and there's ants in my house again. Did I tell you about that before? There's an ant epidemic. I don't know what to do. They're in my parents' house, they're in my house, they're everywhere. We're putting out the little tarot traps. We're doing everything we can. But they are just relentless. I just found some in my bathroom. There's cat food in there. That's where I keep the dry cat food. And the cat food is in plastic bags because I put it into Ziploc bags. And the stray cat's cat food is in plastic bags, Ziploc bags, and to keep the ants out. And my cat's cat food is in a big plastic tub with a seal on top that the ants shouldn't be able to get into. So I've gone and like evaluated everything just to be sure. And even though there's a couple ants in that area, they don't seem to have been able to get into anything. Then there was like some ants on my vanity and some ants on the wall, and just like they're scouting. And they're looking for stuff, and they found like a tiny little crumb of food on the floor in my bathroom that from when I was refilling the food, and they were after that. I'm like, oh, go somewhere else. So that was day 3 at 80 degrees. Now we're at day 4 at 79, which is light peach. I mean, they're everywhere outside too, so it's not like they're just... Ooh, I am about out of light peach. Do I have any more? I wonder if I have more. There's more in this basket. Okay, this is what I have right here. I've got this little bundle and this little skein. So this little bundle probably isn't going to do me much good. So I'll just put that back in there. I kept it just in case. I think this is where we're pulling out. Yeah, okay. This will probably get me a couple rows though. Oopsies, that's the wrong end. Sorry, I'm kind of running. This blanket's getting really big and it's getting hard to maneuver on the desk. I must say it was a lot easier to use, to work with, when I was sitting in the recliner working on it. We went to the cemetery today because it is the anniversary of my great aunt and my grandma's death. And they died on different years, but they both died on October 1st. And we don't live anywhere near where my grandma is buried, so we weren't able to go visit her, but we were able to go visit my great aunt, and so we kind of used her as a surrogate, you know, so we could leave flowers for her and make it like we were leaving flowers for my grandma too. So we did that, and there were just ants everywhere. Like where you drive up into a cemetery, there's like the road, and then there's like a little curb on the side that goes into the grass. Ant trails all along every single curb that we walked over. Just everywhere. If we lived closer to where my grandma was buried, we would have gone and left flowers there. Can you even see that? Sorry, I pulled back kind of far. What I don't want to do with this blanket is have ends in the middle of the row that I have to weave in. So that's why I've got all these little balls of yarn that I don't know if are going to make the row. And I've started new skeins because I want all the ends to be on the ends of the blanket and crocheted in. the skein that I'm working off of with the light peach should get me a couple more rows, I think. How has your day been going? I hope it's been going well. I went and got my blood drawn today, which is always kind of a harrowing experience for me. I don't know if any of you remember. I don't remember if I was recording videos when this happened. I might have been on a break. When I've told you about it before though, that I got blood drawn one time and they hit a nerve on my right arm, and I was in excruciating pain for months. So I probably wasn't recording videos at that point because I wasn't able to crochet, I wasn't able to do anything. So I'm always really nervous when I go back that it's going to happen again, or that I'm going to get the same person. And like, I don't remember exactly what the person looked like. So like, you know, it was a girl, and it's like, it wasn't the same person today. She had different color hair, but I know it can happen with anybody in any lab. It's just, it makes me nervous. But today went well. Okay. That was the 4th at 79 degrees. Now we're at the 5th at 75, which is still like peach. Yay! See, we've got another row's worth of yarn here. See if I can get through here. Someone asked me one time, and I don't think I replied to the comment because I wasn't sure how to reply, how I get my edges so straight. And truth be told, they're not straight. I don't know if you can tell. They're quite bumpy. You know, every row has its little bump. And some of them are more obvious, like if I didn't pull the yarn tight. And I think that's what makes them look straight on one end or the other, is that I'm pulling the yarn tight. And that kind of makes it a little straighter. But I was just looking at it, and it's pretty bumpy. Oh, my kitty's getting some food. I can hear him. Speaking of ants, I ended up investing in 2 little, I just got the second one in the mail today, 2 little food risers that are supposed to keep ants out. And so far it's worked really well for his food. I'm still using a plate of water and a bowl floating in it for his treats. I can't leave the treats on the ground anymore. But it's got like a little place for a moat, but you don't put water in it. But it's so the ants can crawl in and can't crawl up and out at the top of the. It's really complicated, but it's not complicated, but it's complicated to try and describe. But so far the ants have not gotten to the food again, so I'm quite pleased with it. It was a little pricey. It was like $17, and then I bought 2 of them, so it was a little bit of a pricey investment, but not as pricey as having to throw out prescription kibble when the ants get in it. So that stuff is expensive. Speaking of Clover, he is still holding on strong. He goes back in a few months to get his blood levels checked again for kidney disease and to get his blood pressure checked. See if he needs to be on blood pressure medication. I need to go back and look at the paperwork and see exactly when we took him in, when he got his diagnosis for kidney disease, and when 5 months out from that will be, so I can make the appointment ahead of time. In a moment, I don't think I have enough yarn for another row. Well, so hard playing. It was like yarn chicken, trying to decide if you have enough yarn to finish your project. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I have enough for another row. I think I probably do. Let me take a drink. If I don't have another skein of this color, I'm gonna have to order it and pay for shipping, because we don't, this is all Hobby Lobby yarn, and I don't have a Hobby Lobby. It would cost so much in gas to go down there just for a skein of yarn, so I'd be better off just paying for the shipping. After this row, I am going to go see if I have another skein, because I'm just not convinced I have enough yarn here for another row. I might, but if I don't, then I'm going to have to go find another skein anyway. So, and you're going to come with me because the microphone is clipped to me. So you're going to take a little field trip across the living room with me. cross that one off. That was the 5th. Yeah, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more days of light peach. That is definitely not going to be enough. Okay, let's go look. Let's move that. I have one more light peach. That should probably be enough for the whole rest of November and December. So I'm just gonna cut this off, and I'm gonna save it in case I run short. What did I do? Oh, here it is. I lost the hook. Let's get a few more rows done. Wish I could show you my new yarn storage area. Oops, I made a mess here. It just looks so nice. That would involve, like, you know, taking the camera off and or the phone off. It's a little thing right here, and maybe one day we'll go over there. It's just my sewing cabinet with a basket underneath it and a basket on top of it with yarn, but I'm really pleased with how it looks. This is a little difficult trying to grab these tails. So I finished the page in the Bob Ross coloring book, color by number. So I'll probably do a review of that pretty soon. See a hair here. Where is it? Did I get it? Yeah, sorry. I was having some depth perception issues. In short, I like how the coloring page turned out, and I'm happy with the book. So I will do a review and explain where you can buy it and what I like about it and all that. This was the right color, wasn't it? Yeah. Just double checking. The thing I hate about new skeins is they're so hard to get the yarn to come out of. It doesn't come out so smoothly as a skein that's halfway used up. I hope I have enough of the rest of these colors for the next month and a half. That would be such a bummer if I had to order one skein. But I don't know what the rest of the colors I need are yet because they're on my phone. And I've only written out until November 19th. I think I'll probably have enough. I think I'll have for sure a bunch of extra of random colors. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe make some hats. Okay, and that was November 6th at 78 degrees. So I think we'll probably stop there. That was 4 days. That's not so bad, right? I'll keep working on it a little bit more, watch some TV or something. Or in my case, watch some YouTube, because that's what I watch. And then as we get further along, I'll write out another piece of paper. I'll get another piece of paper out and write out the rest of November and all of December. So we will have everything we need to continue on. And I'll go look and see if I have enough yarn. I hope I do. I think I probably do. Because it was a pretty warm year, the later half of last year. It's like there's going to be a lot of 70s, which is going to be this light peach. and the ocean. It's going to be a lot of light peach and ocean. I wonder if that's a 76 or a 70. Probably a 76. Yeah. I just need this to be done. That's why I've started working on it outside of us doing it together. This was really supposed to be like a project that I wanted to finish on camera, but like, and I will finish it on camera. The last bits we'll be doing together, but like, I gotta finish this, you guys. I need this to be done. I need this to be done before like the holidays kick in and we're doing holiday stuff, you know, like before I'm doing holiday themed stuff. And like, you know, I don't want this hanging over me. So I'm going to do another 1, 2, 3, at least another 3 rows this afternoon. And what time is it? Yeah, another 3 rows. And then we'll see where we end up next time we speak. We'll see how far I got. That'll be where I leave off with you. We'll see how far I got. So thank you all for joining me on this journey. This is all very warm. It'll be interesting to see this side compared to the January to June side, because January to June was so much cooler. So thank you all for joining me. Until next time, take care, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.